What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. I'm Swipa Cam. Y'all know what time it is. You see the glasses is on, so you know it was an extra special day. So look, shout out to y'all, man. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We are on the way to 10,000 subscribers. We are on the way there, and the Denver Nuggets come away with another great victory. 3-1, 3-1 on the road trip, 126 and 103 over the Chicago Bulls, and they pull away with one of the best wins of the season. Shout out to the Denver Nuggets for making it through the road trip and coming away with 3 victories in 4 games. That's the kind of stuff that you love to see. That's the kind of numbers you love to see from contending teams. Now, they had a bad game versus the Boston Celtics. Everybody was feeling the type of way, but they come back the very next game and they put up a great performance. The Denver Nuggets win 126 to 103. And honestly, y'all, it really wasn't close. It really wasn't close for most of the game. The Denver Nuggets shot 60% from the field. They shot 48% from three. On 27 attempts, made 13 threes. They shot 88% from the line, and they only had 16 turnovers. They had 33 assists tonight. The Nuggets were just dominant across the board. Absolutely dominant. This was a great game from the Nuggets Big Three as well. The Nuggets Big Three has been trying to get used to playing together again. There's been different points in the season where they've done it better than others. But tonight was one of the best performances for all 3 players. Tonight, you see the headline, you see the title, you see the man in the profile pic today. Michael Porter Jr., 31 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. He shot 11 of 16 from the field. He shot 6 of 9 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line with 2 steals. He was a plus 23 tonight. He was a plus 23. And the Denver Nuggets, they didn't play the starters past the third quarter. The starters did not come back in the game in the fourth quarter. Michael Porter Jr., by the time he left the court, the Denver Nuggets had a 94-72 lead, and Michael Porter Jr. was all over the place tonight. He was getting to the rim with the nasty Euro steps. He had 2 of them tonight. He was shooting great from the three-point line. Michael Porter Jr. did not have a good game versus Boston. He only had 7 points. He comes back against currently the 5th-ranked defense in the NBA in the Chicago Bulls, comes back the very next game, and he puts up his best performance of the year. And he has 31, 1 and 2 on 11 of 16 and 6 of 9 from 3. Michael Porter Jr. is a habitual 50% three-point shooter, has been on the season for most of the year, and he raises his three-point percentage again tonight. And he was great, man. He was hustling everywhere. He was stealing the ball. He was getting his hands in passing lanes. He was rotating well. And you could tell that he wanted it. He wanted to come out and show that after the Boston Celtics game that he had what it took. He had what it took to get the job done. He had what it took to help the Nuggets get another victory. And he did it tonight. He was excellent. Shout out to Michael Porter Jr. Great game. The MVP of the NBA. You see, if you read this stat line, if people read this stat line and they weren't familiar with Nikola Jokic, right, then I can imagine that some folks would feel a type of way. Like, man, this is the back-to-back MVP of the NBA with these kind of numbers. Well, listen to this, y'all. Tonight, Nikola Jokic has 8 points, 6 rebounds on 4 of 4 shooting, but he has 14 assists. 14 assists. Nikola Jokic, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 14 assists. He had 3 steals, but he was a game high plus 29. He was a game high plus 29. So what does it mean when a player has 8 points, shoots the ball 4 times, has 6 rebounds, and has 14 assists? It means that playmaking, he was on a run tonight. And that when you have a player who's an elite scorer as well as an elite playmaker, who right now, through the first 14 games of the year, he has decided that he wants to be a playmaker strictly for the Denver Nuggets to get everybody else involved. That's a very dangerous man. That's a very dangerous man. The Denver Nuggets are right now 9-4. They are currently in second place. They're tied. They're tied for first in the Western Conference right now. The Suns are 8-4. Nuggets are 9-4. The Trailblazers are 9-4. The Trailblazers obviously beat the Nuggets. But the Denver Nuggets are 9-4 right now, y'all. And their best player, the back-to-back MVP of the NBA, who I had coming to the season, the best player in the league. And I think that, again, he's still in the conversation right now. Again, 14 games or 13 games, rather, you can't say a whole lot. But for him to be able to make a decision that I'm going to pass the ball and I'm going to dominate by getting other people in the game, y'all, he had 12 assists at half. He had 12 assists at half. He had 4 points and 12 assists at the half. Because the game didn't dictate that he needed to shoot the ball. And the game didn't dictate that he needed to be at volume. The last 3 games, he's shooting 20 shots a game, basically. And he decided tonight that wasn't going to be it. But, y'all, when I tell you he was shredding them, he was a plus 29 in 3 quarters, y'all. Like, again, keep that in context. The starters only played 3 quarters. They only played 3 quarters. Nikola Jokic tonight, he only played 28 minutes. But in 28 minutes, he was a plus 29, meaning the Nuggets were 1 point better every single minute. 1 point better every single minute he was on the court. He was having his way with Vooch, DeRozan, Ayo, whoever. Pick and roll game, Alex Caruso, didn't matter. Everybody was getting the business tonight. So shout out to Nikola Jokic. Just a really, really great game for the MVP. Jamal Murray tonight, 23 points. It did not start off well either. 23 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 of 18 from the field for 50%. You'll take that. 2 of 4 from the three-point line with 2 steals, and he was a plus 10 tonight as well. Now, Jamal Murray started off the game shooting the ball. He had 18 shots today, which led the Nuggets. And at one point, wasn't shooting well. Wasn't shooting well at all. And when the second unit came in, Michael Malone also changed up the stagger tonight. So they went away from Michael Porter Jr. staggering with the bench because Bones Highland was out again because of COVID protocols. And so to give him backup point guard responsibilities, they actually subbed Jamal Murray out for Bruce Brown. And then they had Michael Porter Jr. and Nikola Jokic mirroring their minutes. And I'm not going to hold y'all. That two-man game is crazy. That two-man game between them is crazy. And so it was Murray's responsibility to man the second unit, and he was shooting similar to what Bones does, but he wasn't hitting the shots. And so it went from a 29 to 15 lead for the Denver Nuggets. And they actually, the Chicago Bulls went up going on a run. The Bulls went on an 8-0 run to start the second quarter. And from the time Jokic went out of the game and MPJ went out of the game, they went on an 11-5 run as well. So the Denver Nuggets ended the first quarter up 32-20. They had their best defensive first quarter of the season. Again, they're averaging 32.5 points in every first quarter, which is best in the NBA. They're getting great starts throughout the season. Then the Bulls went on an 8-0 run. They were a -9 without Jokic and Murray. And then eventually Jokic comes back in. And like I said, just in the first half, y'all, Jokic had 6 points and 4 rebounds, and he was with 12 assists, and he was a plus 23 again in the first half, y'all. So Jamal Murray picked it up a lot in that second quarter and also in the third quarter as well. He played 32 minutes tonight because, again, he had to stagger. Since Michael Malone is heavy staggering a starter right now, it's going to be either Porter or Murray that's going to have heavy minutes. But for Murray to be able to play 32 minutes, and he looks more consistent doing it now. I mean, he shot 50% from the field. You love to see that. So shout out to him. Aaron Gordon tonight had 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists, 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. He was also a plus 24. That's crazy. AG was bodying DeMar DeRozan today. DeMar DeRozan tonight has 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists on 6 of 11 shooting. Here's the starter. The Chicago Bulls starters from Zach LaVine, -18, Patrick Williams, -24. Ayo had a -27, DeMar, -26, and Vooch had a -16. They were getting absolutely obliterated by the Denver Nuggets starters. Obliterated. And Aaron Gordon was a big part of that. Played great defense tonight, was getting to the basket as well. Really, man, his paint control this season has been excellent. Shout out to Aaron Gordon. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He was 3 of 8 from the field and 0 of 2 from 3. So he came in averaging 57% from 3 tonight. And then he obviously lowered that, but that shooting regression had to hit at some point. But he was 4 of 5 from the free throw line. But again, even with that, his defense on Zach LaVine was incredible. Zach LaVine had 21, 5 and 4 on 8 of 15 shooting, but again, -18. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope mirrored him, 25 minutes, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. He was a plus 25 tonight. He was a plus 25. Zach LaVine was a -18, and he had a huge part to do with that. He had a huge part to do with that. And Tavis Caldwell-Pope has been excellent. That defense was excellent. And screen navigation was excellent. His ability to know where he needs to be on the court at all times was excellent. So really, the starters have just been a juggernaut all season. They really have. The starters have been an absolute juggernaut all season. The bench tonight, Bruce Brown, 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. Say that again. Bruce Brown off the bench had 32 minutes, 12 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He was a plus 12. He was a plus 12. Great game from him. Great game. Even him coming off the bench to be the point guard coming in to replace Jamal Murray, he did really well. So shout out to Bruce Brown tonight. Christian Brown, 26 minutes tonight, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line with 2 steals, and he was a plus 4 as well, which for the bench is really good. I don't know if y'all remember this. Remember what I said last year, that if you're a bench player, the ideal range for a bench player would be a positive in the plus minus of a positive 2 or a minus in the plus minus of a minus 2. Because if you're doing that, then it means you're keeping the game within striking distance, or you're also building upon a lead for your starters when they come back in the game. So Christian Brown tonight, really, really good game. He had a real good 2-man action today with KCP actually. Jokic actually hit KCP in the corner. KCP sped out. Bruce Brown replaced him. KCP did a behind-the-back pass, and Christian Brown had a nice three-pointer tonight. So really good game from Christian Brown. Jeff Green tonight, 19 minutes, 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists, 3 of 5 from the field, all 1 from 3. He also had a plus 2 on the night with 1 block as well. Good game from him. DeAndre Jordan, 17 minutes, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 of 2 from the field. He was a minus 5 tonight. Devon Reed had 3 points tonight on a made 3. And then Zeke Naji also got in the game. I'm glad he's healthy. That ankle injury he had, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 of 2 from the field, minus 1. And Blanco had a 3 tonight as well. Like I said, the Nuggets shot 60% from the field, 48% from 3, and 81% from the line. So really good game. It was a really good game, 126 to 103. And like I said, Michael Porter Jr. tonight, 31 points, 11 of 16, 6 and 9 from 3, a plus 23. Nikola Jokic, 8, 6, and 14 on 4-4 shooting, and a plus 29. So the starters were a plus 10 in Murray, a plus 29 in Jokic, a plus 24 in Gordon, a plus 25 in Caldwell-Pope, and a plus 23 in Michael Porter Jr. And the Denver Nuggets are, I think their engine is moving. Again, not a great game versus Boston, but a really good bounce back game tonight. And they played the New York Knicks in Denver. So they got Monday and Tuesday off. They played the New York Knicks in Denver. And then they played the Dallas Mavericks twice this week as well. So a great start to the week. They're already 1-0 to start the new week. They got the Knicks, again, very winnable game. And then they're at the Mavericks for 2 back-to-back games. And both of those are also very winnable games as well. So shout out to the Denver Nuggets. Shout out to a great victory. Way to bounce back after a disappointing loss and a disappointing performance versus the Boston Celtics. But here, we are back, y'all. Go ahead, y'all. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. You know what time it is, y'all. Hey, Swipa Gang. We in here. We will see you soon.